I'm not gonna lie, gang, at this point we're just getting fucked. It ain't enough that they destroyed everything good about Xenoverse 2 and Xenoverse 3. They butchered the mechanics, they destroyed the movement system that made Xenoverse 2 Xenoverse 2. The whole thing, the reason this game survived so long, besides the fucking RPG aspect, which Xenoverse 3 probably has in slightly improved variants, the movement mechanics, the battle mechanics, what made the game survive, what got the competitive players to play the game for so goddamn long, because this is the reason this game still fucking exists to this day. So these fucking devs, you know, we should have seen the signs earlier on when we were telling them, oh, listen, this move right here might be slightly busted, but then they'll never nerf it. Time skip jump spike, how long has that shit been in the game? But then they'd go and nerf garbage like arm crash. You know, it's like there's shit like this and there's shit like that, and then you see what they're actually dealing with. So you know the devs in and of themselves are fucking on some bullshit. So it's not enough that they fuck us like this. Now Xenoverse 3 has to be a fucking colossal fuck, right? So what they're gonna do now is they're gonna take away characters from our Xenoverse 2 roster so that they can resell them to us in Xenoverse 2. I can already sense this, okay? You know what? To hell with the mechanics. The mechanics make the game, but for this video specifically, I'm not gonna sit here and crash out over the fucking mechanics. Okay? We're gonna have to do something else. Today I'm gonna look at how the roster is gonna be looking like, okay? So in every video game progression, especially in the Xenoverse line, we have Xenoverse 1, who had all of the characters. Xenoverse 2 was essentially built off of the assets of Xenoverse 1 and then progressed from there. Super Saiyan Gogeta was added, Hit was added, all these new characters were essentially added, and everybody and their moms, Goku Black with the fucking pre-order, everybody and their fucking mama were hype for Super Saiyan Gogeta, for example, because Vegeta was in the game, Gogeta was not. What kind of bullshit is that, right? So everybody was asking for Gogeta. Please give us Gogeta, please this. Xenoverse 2 did an amazing job with the roster. One of the best rosters in any Dragon Ball game. Hands down, no glaze. Okay? But I'll tell you this. Dragon Ball community, in general, love big rosters. I know Xenoverse is made for the CACs. I'm not going to sit here and dispute that. So the CACs need to be the focus. But if you gave us all these characters in Xenoverse 2, Xenoverse 3 needs to start off of the basis of Xenoverse 2. So just because you decided to change the fucking engine to something fucking worse by far doesn't mean you have to now take out characters that we already had in the previous game and probably resell them to us as DLC so that the game lasts longer and you can make more fucking money. Now, is that a smart business strategy for retards? Well, yes, because retards are just going to buy regardless. It is what it is. But the main issue here is the fact that they are subtracting value from the old amazing product they had, giving us a worse product with less shit just to resell us shit that we already fucking own. Do you understand how fucking bad that is? That is horrendous. It's smart marketing. Like, it is kind of, it's slimy. They're going to make a bunch of money. But it's fucking gay. That's what we have to face with Xenoverse 3. Now, I'm not even going to sit here and shout the mechanics anymore. We already know how bad that shit is. Movement is gone. L1 isn't even a block button anymore. Can you even block in that game? You probably can, but they changed up the buttons. There's no longer a fucking ultimate screen where you have the R2, L2 hold down, and then you have the whole fucking thing with the evasive and the two ultimates. You don't even have that anymore. Now you click L2 and you transform into a full grown-ass man. Now, I could be spamming you with a fucking small male Majin, and then when I lose all my stamina, oh no, I'm about to die, turn into Hit. Turn to Broly, start grab spamming your fuck ass. How's that gonna feel? Oh no. Fight this Majin, turn into fucking Hit. Now what? Now what, buddy? Yeah. So we have that bullshit that was added to the game. Now, I know it's optional. We're not being forced to use it. But at the same fucking time, how are you adding shit like this? And probably what you're gonna do is remove characters from the roster. Now, I'm gonna tell you this right now. We have this huge roster, we have this amazing roster. They claim that they switched engines and they didn't have enough time because it's challenging to transfer. It's apparently very challenging to transfer shit from engine to engine, right? So when you have 10 years to develop a product, you have Xenoverse 1 and Xenoverse 2. Yeah, it was a fast thing, instantly within a year, right? So they didn't have too much time to work on a new engine. That's why Xenoverse 1 to Xenoverse 2 is slightly similar, but obviously way more polished, way more optimized. That's the good part about Xenoverse 1 to Xenoverse 2. Xenoverse 3, they had way more time, so they could have improved on shit. But instead, they did this fucking garbage. What is that? And after all this wait, this is our new Xenoverse. This fuck ass garbage. This shit right here, this shit. The shit we're looking at, that's Xenoverse 2. This doesn't even remotely look like Xenoverse whatsoever. Besides the fact that we have patrollers and levels, maybe, that's the only Xenoverse. And Godfist, obviously we have Godfist. That's the only thing Xenoverse adjacent that we even have on screen. If I was to look at this screen like this right now, and I just had a screenshot, boom. Send me this screenshot, send it to me on Instagram, and tell me what game this is. I would look you dead in the eye like this, and I would say, Battle of Z. That's what I'd say. And if you tell me I was wrong and I had to guess again, instantly just guess again, what is this? I'll basically just say, oh, this is Kakarot 2 Remastered. This is a Kakarot Remastered. We're just going to call it Kakarot 2 for the sake of the video. That's what it is. That's basically what this is. There is nothing Xenoverse about this garbage. But, like, how do you waste 10 years? How do you waste 10 years switching engines, talking about improvements, but then you destroy everything good about the game? The whole movement mechanic that was centered around the stamina system, that was centered around having the key gauge, the way the game was designed, the battle arena feel of the game that made it competitive. One of the best fighting games as far as mechanics go, with all the key stunning and the fast movements and the snappy vanishes and all this shit, and the speed of play is what made Xenoverse so unique. It's what made Xenoverse, in my opinion, the best fighting game ever besides the netcode. But besides that, best fighting game ever, okay? And then we have this shit right here. You know what? Besides saying that the graphics are slightly improved, maybe because of the map and how things are kind of like more shiny, overall, I wouldn't even say that the characters genuinely look way better. Because if I was to take the older models, like genuine base Goku from Xenoverse 2, and then compare him to this, then okay, yeah, he's oily, it's slightly old, slightly dated, so maybe I'd say this one does have the edge. But then I take the newer DLC models, like Broly Restrained, and I compare it to this fuck-ass bitch. Who do you think looks better? Who do you think looks fucking better? You know what? I'll do you one better. Let's go on mods. Let's go to the fucking mod lists. Okay, let's go to the mod lists right now, and then just look at the models that the mods created. If you just go on Xenoverse 2 on PC, and you download fucking Ultra Vegito mod, or some garbage, like something like that, right? Some dope ass shit. You download that, you're gonna see how good the model looks, and that model looks better than whatever the fuck this is. Okay? I feel like the whole engine change and whatever they tried to do was honestly a waste of time. They had a better chance at just transferring what they had over and improving what it was. That's literally the best thing. Switching this engine, doing all this shit sounds like a money grab to me. What they're gonna do is they're gonna take out characters from the roster. Genuinely, that's what I think. That's what I'd say. This is exactly what it looks like. From heart to heart. Genuinely, from the bottom of my heart to your heart, if I was to sit here and have a heart-to-heart conversation with you, that's what it is. This is not Xenoverse at all. The gameplay isn't even Xenoverse adjacent. It's just, I don't know what the fuck that is, okay? That's... Bro, I don't know what the fuck that is, okay? I don't know. I genuinely do not know. You know, I understand the thought process that goes behind it, because they're trying to, like, improve the game. But after seeing what I did see right now, after seeing what I saw, they don't give a flying fuck about improving nothing. The whole reason they did this is genuinely just to shorten the cast characters. They wanted to make the roster smaller so that they can import more DLC and have more money made overall. Because what's going to be better for the company? Taking out characters like maybe BoJack, fucking the Universe 6 characters besides Hit, because Hit has to be canon. They have to leave him in the game. You know what? Maybe they'd even take him out. But I doubt that, okay? I doubt Hit's probably going to be in the game. They're probably going to take Universe 6 characters out, BoJack, and then Dabura, characters like that. And then they're going to resell them back to us as new DLCs that we're going to have to rebuy again. And then in 2027, obviously, Dragon Ball Super is going to come back. And then the Moro arc is going to come back. And then they're going to make DLC for the new characters. And then they're going to have all of these old characters that they can repackage and sell back to us. Maybe even Kefla. When I say Universe 6, you know what? I'm going to include Kefla as well. They're going to resell all these characters right back to us. All the Universe 11 fucking Belmont probably as well. Maybe Dispo. All of these fucking DLC characters that aren't like top tier and super high rated, they're probably going to resell back to us. And you know what? Diamond Super Saiyan 4 Goku 2. They're probably gonna do that shit with his ass. They're gonna do the whole thing with every single person in fucking Daima. Super Saiyan 3 Vegeta Daima, fucking Goku. They're gonna make him in packs. You're gonna resell that shit back to us. And now you're gonna sit there like a fucking good little boy. You're gonna rebuy everything you already fucking have. And now you're just wasting money on a worse game that made the engine like this on purpose to then say that it's challenging to transfer the files from the old engine to the new engine because you have to fucking redo everything. And now they have a justifiable reason to shorten the cast characters, to shorten the fucking expansion of the list. And now you can't say shit. Now you still have to buy it. They can say, oh, it was just hard, and now you're gonna have to pay more money to buy the fucking characters you already fucking own. Rather than they take what fucking worked, they expanded on it. That way, they transfer the assets that they already had in the game and then added to it. That way, they won't be shortening the cast character roster. They won't be doing any of that. Okay? It's all part of the scheme. It's all part of the gaming plan. It's the bigger picture. They care about profits. These motherfuckers that made Xenoverse 3, bro, I'll tell you this right now. They give zero fucks. They give negative fucks for the playability. I don't think they care about the fucking playstyle. So I don't think they care about that shit. Because how the fuck are you gonna make a game like this? Something as amazing as Xenoverse 2. Amazing. The fucking mechanics, the combat mechanics, the fighting mechanics, everything about it was great. Amazing. One thing I'd say, bro, that netcode, bro. That netcode. Besides the netcode, amazing video game. Matter of fact, in my opinion, the best fighting mechanics in any fighting game I've ever played. Genuinely, best of the best, okay? Very complex for the casual player, very simple to understand, but then there's the big disparity between an average player and a very good top tier player. That's why you always see, besides obviously the fucking Broly grab spammers and etc. Besides the fucking glitches like those ones, movement wise, as far as the mechanics go, you can definitely tell the difference between a casual player and an advanced player because they understand the key mechanic, especially the key stunning, key canceling, how to cancel out of combos in general, what combos connect, what combos disconnect. And because of the netcode, some things connect on the training and some things do not connect online. And genuinely just having any character, whichever it may be, whether it be Goku, Bardock, Super Saiyan 4 Goku, Vegeta, what works online and what doesn't. With a Namekian, for example, you can look at the fucking combo strings. Everybody knows, every good player knows, that the only one that actually genuinely works is the XY combo with the kickdown in the end. So when you're playing a Namekian as a good player, you already have that barrier of knowing that this is the one combo that works, the rest are ass, it's probably going to fall off. Online, in training you can do anything you want. But online, this doesn't work. And that, in and of itself, just understanding how that works, speaks a lot to the netcode and how bad that shit was, but also a lot of skill. You have the understanding to know what works on what character and what doesn't. From experience. That's just that's like the lowest bar of the lowest bar, just so I can explain what the disparity and where it comes from, how it looks like. But genuinely, that's what it is. And now in Xenoverse 3, new engine, less characters, more DLC to sell, more money for them to make, and shit mechanics for you to enjoy. But the RPG in the open world might probably, hopefully, make up for it to an extent. That way you can have more fun customizing your character, maybe customizing your character's room, putting clothes on him that are more customizable, and maybe the missions would be fun with co-op mode or something. Maybe that could be a saving grace because I don't see PvP being anywhere as good as or as hype or as, serious as Xenoverse 2 once was. And that's a very sad thing. That's a genuinely very sad thing for me. But I'll tell you this right now. They're fucking up the caster. They're fucking up the cast roster, bro. They are fucking up the cast roster. Now, I did make this a little bit of a rant video, but next time I'll try and make it a bit shorter. But this shit needs to stop going unchecked, bro. This shit is fucking horrible.